Montana Tucker is here in Israel again, and she's joining us now. Shalom.
Shalom.
So yesterday you inaugurated a special project at the residence of the President of Israel, a special film telling the story of October 7th as heard from the young children.
Thank you so much. You know, since October 7th, I've dedicated my life, my platforms to standing for Israel, calling for the release of the hostages, and sharing the truth about what is really happening. I've been to Israel 4 times since October 7th, and I've done a lot of really powerful, incredible work, but I would say this documentary is probably the most important thing I have ever done and could ever do, because everyone has their opinions about the war and about the conflict. But when you hear directly from these children, these are their personal testimonies. This is what they actually went through. They don't know about the conflict. They had nothing to do with it. They were home in bed, innocent, and they got either kidnapped from their homes. They got tortured. They had to see their parents get killed by Hamas right in front of them. And I think with all the misinformation and propaganda that is going on in this world, I think when you hear directly from these children, I think everyone's opinion is really going to be altered, and they're going to really understand what happened.
Tell me, how did it influence you personally, meeting with these young heroes?
You know, I've done a lot of work with children in the past through dance and through music. So I've always felt a special connection with them. And meeting these children specifically, they were ages 11 to 17 when this happened. And the strength and resilience that they had in them on that day and still have in them is something that I still can't process and understand, because they had to witness such atrocities. You know, my grandparents are Holocaust survivors, and my grandmother was 13 years old when she got taken to Auschwitz and saw her mother get beaten and dragged to the gas chamber. And I heard her stories my whole life about the Holocaust, about what she went through, about what her family went through. And to now have it happen again and to hear directly from these children, it's extremely personal to me. And it's just amazing to me how incredible and strong these children are.
What can you tell us about the initial responses to this unique production?
The documentary is not out yet, but I have posted small clips on my social media. It already has millions and millions and millions of views. And if you read through the comments, you'll really see people saying, you know, wow, this really affected me deeply, or wow, this changed my perspective. And it's not just Jews, and it's not just people who are necessarily pro-Israel that are seeing this content, and they're really getting influenced by it.
And Montana, you're here not only in honor of this film, you're also filming more musical clips to continue to convey the messages, the important messages, through music, video, and dance.
Yeah, so I came out to Israel again with CAM, Combat Anti-Semitism Movement. They're an incredible organization that organized my last trip when I did a huge dance video at the Nova Music Festival site with actual Nova Music Festival survivors and a released hostage, Moran Stella Yanai. And I think that I've had a hard time in the beginning of combining my worlds. I had my dancing, my music, my singing, my acting on one side, and then I had my activism on another side. And the last trip that I came with Cam, we found a way to mix those worlds. People went to the Nova Music Festival site to dance, and we honored them by dancing. And I was with a dance group who lost 3 of their members at the Nova site. So this time we're now doing, again, more meaningful videos with dance, with music, and they're going to be extremely powerful. And I'm doing one video with an incredible dance company, and also having release hostages in the video and family members that have hostages that are still in Gaza. So it's going to be incredibly powerful, and I'm trying to do everything I can to continue to bring awareness in all different ways. And I think doing it through dance is a really powerful way.
You mentioned that you're here again and again. You seem to be addicted.
I am. You know, every trip that I come to Israel, I leave feeling more inspired and motivated to continue speaking out. It's not easy. We all know that it's not easy, but every time I come to Israel, I'm fueled even more. The people that I meet, the resilience in the people that I meet, it just inspires me and forces me to keep going. There's no other option. When you meet these people here and you see what they have gone through, what they continue to go through, there's no other option. And I have to continue fighting every way that I can.
Okay, Montana Tucker, thank you very much for being with us, and thank you for coming to Israel.
Thank you so much for having me.